So, I'm being censored and falsely, inaccurately accused of medical misinformation, which is completely false. I have a right to my own opinion. I was not giving any medical advice or suggesting that the um, mainstream medical way of medicine was incorrect or false. I simply just expressed my own personal experiences and my own personal opinions and thoughts on certain topics. And now I have two community strikes, and it's saying one more and will be the permanent removal of your channel. So obviously, you know, I'm not out here on YouTube trying to spread misinformation or medical misinformation. That's completely false. Anybody that knows me knows that for a fact. But I do have a right as a Canadian citizen, and a human right to express myself, whether I'm right or wrong. You know, my intent was obviously not ever meant to be spreading medical misinformation. Somebody needs to be intentionally trying to mislead and deceive people by giving false information, knowing it is false information, with the intent to confuse or deceive an individual, causing harm to them. I'm telling you right now, that was never my intent. Never did I ever, and it's quite clear by just watching and listening to my video. The person that flagged this and gave me a strike, with a YouTube employee, obviously was completely biased to the fact that I was even mentioning anything about the vaccine. And they're obviously somebody that has been vaccinated or gotten a vaccination, and very upset with people that have any other opinion towards the vaccine at all. Look at the title. I don't want to live in a world that requires a vaccine to live. Uh, how is that medical misinformation? Is that not my right to say or not say that I don't want to live in a world that you have to get vaccinated by force? Isn't that my right to say that? Isn't that my human right to express my true feelings? This is not medical misinformation. This is not me saying, hey, by the way, the vaccine is fake and blah, blah, blah. Did I ever say that? No. I just said there's reasons why I'm not wanting to take it, and you can't just bully people and treat people like, making false flags, false medical misinformation flags on people, trying to delete their YouTube channel because you're biased, and you're having a biased personal effect to my video as an employee of YouTube. You can't do that to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowed to say whatever I want, as long as I'm not threatening anyone, and as long as I'm not actually truly giving out medical misinformation that could lead to somebody's harm. If you watch that video and listen to it, there's absolutely nothing in there that would mislead somebody medically and have them harm themselves or lead to harm for them or their well-being. I never said don't get the vaccine. I never said anything like that. I was just saying what my opinions and my thoughts are in the world today. And there's lots of evidence to back up my opinions and what I say. But at absolutely no point in time was there any medical misinformation delivered. That's completely false. And this is the second time this has happened. And all I said was slavery through vaccination, the mark of the beast. So, slavery through vaccination, the mark of the beast. First of all, biblical prophecies or anything biblical is not considered medical information, so it can't be considered medical misinformation if the topic itself has nothing to do with medical. Maybe just because your vaccine has to do with medical, but that doesn't give you the right to call my video and my title medical misinformation just because your stupid little name vaccine is in there. That is false, and that's not what medical misinformation is. So right now you're spreading medical misinformation and misinformation, and also bullying, cyberbullying, and making false accusations, causing harm to my channel. So this is pretty severe, because they're literally silencing people that say anything to do with the vaccine or vaccination, even though that there is absolutely no medical misinformation involved. There was no deceiving of twisting of information that was medical in any way that would be considered misinformation. My opinion and my thought process and my own personal experience cannot be considered misinformation. That's your own biased opinion. But apparently you can take action against me and my opinion with your opinion, which doesn't no longer becomes an opinion, becomes enforcement and illegal and distorted. This is not right. So they're trying to get rid of me for real. You're not allowed to say anything about vaccine or vaccination, or they will automatically flag it and remove the video. They removed the video and called it medical misinformation, and now threatening me with one more strike, my channel will be deleted. First of all, check this out. They've rejected my appeal twice. I'm sure they're going to do it again, which is biased and false. Like I said, the only reason why I would appeal is because it is not medical misinformation. Whoever is thinking that it is wrong. So they're not doing their job correctly. They obviously don't know what medical misinformation is, and they obviously don't know what I'm saying in a video. They probably just looked at the title and immediately called it medical misinformation and flagged it, and then they'd automatically reject my appeal, which is tyranny. But we all know this, right? YouTube has already profited and made everything that they need to make off of us, content creators, so they don't need us anymore. This is an example of that.